Hello, 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 guys. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? I hope y'all had y'all notification bells on because I am back. I am back. I am back as promised. Now, I told y'all I was going to be back to give y'all some more tee hee hee, and here I am. Y'all see the players on the thumbnail. We're going to wait for a few minutes to let everybody get on in the building. And while we're waiting for the rest of our wonderful subscribers to get in the building, go ahead and hit that like button. Like I always say, all things over here is, in my opinion, hold on. Everything is allegedly in my opinion. I'm sorry about that. Let me put my copyright disclaimer up. There we go. As we wait for everyone, hit that like button, guys. Now, we are going to be talking about some of the people from Love and Marriage Huntsville. We are also going to be talking about Blueface, Krashad, and Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy throws a lot of shade at Krashad Rock and sucking those toes of Beano's once again. She's never going to be able to live that down, y'all. He also throws shots at DDG as well as Rich the Kid, I believe is his name. Those are the people that Blueface is doing a new song with. Yandy and Mendices, they have been throwing shots at one another, doing a lot of subliminal posts, okay, over there on Instagram. 50 Cent and everybody coming for him. We're going to get into that as well. We're also going to get into a little bit of this, a little bit of that, with Will Smith, August Alsino, I'm sorry, and Jada Pinkett. So we got a lot of stuff to get into. And of course, Arionne Curry, um, what I think it was Bootsy that went off. We're gonna listen to him too, hear him out about a couple things. So yeah, we got a lot to discuss. Like I told y'all earlier in the video, I had to make a whole nother video due to the fact that it was a lot going on in the other video. Okay, so with that being said, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? I had to take a little break and get me something to eat. So I didn't eat, and now I am ready to get back into some things with you guys. Yep. My husband went and got some Wendy's for breakfast, and I went ahead and I put my corned beef on. Because remember, I told y'all I'm doing corned beef for dinner tonight. Macaroni, baked macaroni and cheese, cabbage, red beans and rice, and cornbread muffins. So that is the dinner we're having to bring the new year in, and we're going to have some red wine. Okay. So y'all drop down in the chat and let me know what y'all doing this evening for dinner. Are you guys going out? What are y'all doing? Let me know. Let me know. Yes, I took my clamp out of my head, y'all, because it was sticking me in my head, so I had to take it down. Okay. Hey, 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 my girl who knew in the chat. That's right. How you doing, the Prestons? I got one of my mods in the building. Yes, yes, yes. Um, well, we got some people in here now, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get to talking. And the others, when y'all come in, hit the like. Okay. So where should we start, guys? That's the $1,000,000 question because we got so much that we can choose from. But let's just go ahead and start off with Krashad Rock, Blueface, and Soulja Boy. Let's start off there because it's been a lot of fuckery going on with them. Now I told y'all in the last video what's going on. Blueface gotta pay Soulja Boy baby mama over 100K because of what he said about her, and she put in for a defamation suit, right? So Soulja Boy caught wind of what was being said about him and his baby mama. And so he came to this here internet and he was going at it with Blueface, DDG, and Rich the Kid. Y'all know how Soulja Boy get down. So let's go ahead and let's entertain this for a minute because we all know that Soulja Boy is a crash out as well. So let's listen to his crash out today. Okay, here we go.
Go, bro. Get out of jail. Still want to beef with Draco.
Crazy.
Now you gotta sell your house. Now I own all your music catalog. Bro, I own Bust Down Tatiana. That's my song. I seized all the
lying,
music
guys.
royalties.
That's cap. He don't own
All his money goes straight
He don't
to
own
me.
none of it
This nigga
because
still
he
on
don't
the
even have
internet
nothing
talking.
to do with Soulja Boy. It's his woman that's suing Blueface.
Like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with this little nigga, bro?
It's an obsession, bro.
Obsession. This nigga's obsessed with me, gang. This shit's sick. Next time I go wash your face, I just woke up. It's 2:58 in the morning. I'm waking up off this shit. I don't be worried about niggas. I be in the house out lean, niggas high as fuck, count millions of dollars. This the type of shit I gotta wake up to.
That's terrible what he just said.
Yo, bitch, sucking toes, niggas. Nothing you can say to me, nigga. My shit is facts. Your shit is cap. That's why you gotta pay me.
Bitch, sucking toes, nigga.
Sucking toes.
He gotta pay your baby mama, not you, Soulja
What the
Boy.
fuck else? What are we talking about?
Ain't no more talking. You know what Stunner said? Ain't no more talking.
What is we talking about, gang? Sucking feet. Leave me alone, man.
Sucking toes in the club is crazy.
Just give me my money. Write my
Crazy,
check.
Coco.
Soulja Boy, 130,000, or give it to my baby mama. However you want to do it, just run
I
the
don't
money,
like
gang.
Black Eyed Peas.
Blueface, you broke. Your music royalties mine. You gotta sell your house, and both of your baby mamas got fucked while you was in jail. And my artist put his toes in your Krishan's mouth. Okay, that's it. What? Anything else? Okay, cool. Now leave me alone, nigga. Cause the next time I go live, I'm gonna be buying your motherfucking house and selling your motherfucking music royalties, nigga. Lame ass, nigga. Now go tell Whack 100 that, nigga. Scary ass, nigga. And tell him how you see me at the Drewski show. You ain't do nothing. Why you if you got so much smoke, why you ain't do nothing at the LA show then, nigga? When we seen you backstage, why you ain't do nothing then, lame man, nigga? That's your bitch, nigga. That's your bitch.
Ooh.
That's your bitch licking. Ah! Ah!
They not together
That's
no
your
more,
bitch sucking toes,
Soulja.
nigga. Oh shit. Now stop saying my fucking name. Run me my 130,000. Sell that cheap ass, weak ass little.
Okay,
I
guys.
fuck India Love.
Damn.
Who else is it? Doodle Girl. It's always about a bitch. These niggas mad about they hoes, bro. And y'all niggas get the fuck on, man. Y'all niggas lame peons. Whatever y'all niggas did, I been did it. A long time ago. I fucked India Love, DDG. Long time ago. Stay mad. Rich the Kid been fell off. DDG ain't never made it. You ain't never had a platinum album. You ain't never did shit, nigga. You was a bitch, nigga.
So India Love can come after him for
YouTube creating ass niggas, nigga. To embarrass y'all niggas, but y'all niggas is non-factors to us. Rich the Kid, you a goofy. DDG, you not a real rapper. Blueface, we laugh at you. You broke. DDG, man, because I fucked India Love.
Wow, that was a lot, guys. Now keep in mind, this is the same stuff that that Blueface got in trouble for, talking about he had slept with Soulja Boy's baby mama. So Soulja Boy, you crying about it, but now you're gonna throw India Love in it, trying to get back at DDG. That's not okay, Soulja Boy. That makes you're no better than Blueface. Seems to me that you taking notes from Blueface doing what he did. So when India Love see this, and if she decides to go ahead and sue you for defamation, don't say nothing. We don't want you coming to this here internet crying or none of that. Because you trying to throw stuff in Blueface face, and you got some lawsuits going on as well. So maybe you looking to take that money from your baby mama because it's not for you. You didn't win no lawsuit against Blueface. Your baby mama did. And I'm just going to say this, y'all. If I was Blueface, I wouldn't pay them a fucking dime. Not one red cent. I would do just like, wait a minute, where you at? Like 50 Cent did. I would do just like 50 Cent did. 50 Cent, when they tried to sue him, he filed bankruptcy. So somebody need. I'm surprised Carlissa, his mama, haven't told him already. And he just got out of jail too. Blueface can fight that because they put that on him while he was in jail. All he needs to do is get a lawyer. Blueface, you need to stop talking about golden retrievers and all that crazy stuff. And you need to get on your stuff and get you a lawyer. And look at Tasha K. She owed Cardi B way more than Blueface owed Soulja Boy baby mama. And she's paying the bare minimum in payments. So it's definitely stuff that can be done. Blueface do not have to pay that girl all this money. Real talk, y'all. But he needs to get a lawyer and get this stuff situated. Real talk. His dumb baby mama gonna give him a cut of that money. It ain't gonna be no they getting no money. I promise y'all. Before it's all said and done, Blueface is gonna have a lawyer. His mama may talk a whole bunch of shit, but Carlissa ain't no dummy. I don't know why they haven't did a chat, and they might be talking to the lawyers behind the scenes, but I bet you we're gonna be hearing about it. I will bet you cash money that Soulja Boy and his baby mama will not be receiving that money. I will bet y'all cash money. The man just got out of jail. He just got out of jail. They put that on him while he was in jail, so he couldn't fight it. He was in jail. So that's one thing. Then the other thing is he got a whole nother lawsuit Blueface due for $1 million and some dollars that he owes to that club. This is grounds for bankruptcy. People do it all day, every day. He can definitely file bankruptcy and win this shit. Real talk. Anytime 50 Cent did it, anybody can do it. Soulja Boy still got money. He claimed he do. He claimed he over there counting millions, smoking and drinking on that stuff. And I don't know how he thought that was a flex. And that's awful, for kids that look up to him. Because ain't no grown men looking up to Soulja Boy, in my opinion. I don't think no grown men even listen to Soulja Boy. Real talk. Maybe them teenagers and young people do, but that's about it, y'all. And wait, I got one more where he was going off, and we're going to listen to Rich the Kid too, because he threw shots at Rich the Kid as well, because Blueface doing music with them.
The kid, I will break your jaw, nigga. You was a bitch, nigga. You used to sleep on my couch, nigga. You and your baby mama, nigga. How the fuck you and your baby mama used to sleep on my couch? Now you on the internet playing crazy, nigga. I'll beat the fuck out DDG, Blueface, and Rich the Kid, nigga, at the same time, nigga. 3 versus 1. Fuck y'all wanna do, nigga. Y'all nigga bitches, nigga. Rich the Kid, you a bitch, nigga. You broke, nigga. On my mama, nigga. I'll beat the dreads out your head, little nigga. Stop fucking playing with me. And I'm in Atlanta right now, nigga. Where the fuck you at, nigga? Fuck you talking about. Fuck DDG. Fuck Blueface. And fuck Rich the Kid. All 3 of y'all niggas pussy. Nigga, I beat the fuck out of all 3 of y'all niggas, nigga. Rich the Kid, I will break your jaw,
Okay,
nigga.
so let's listen to Rich the Kid.
I just woke up. I look at the computer. The computer say, Soulja said, fuck Blueface, fuck DDG, fuck Rich. Why you say fuck me for? I just woke up. I look at the computer. The computer say, Floyd said, fuck T.I., fuck Nelly, fuck 50. I'm like, what did he say fuck me for? Nelly fucked your first baby mama, Melissa, then took your fucking fiance. Say fuck that nigga.
Okay, that was what 50 Cent had to say.
The
Y'all,
kid,
it's
I was
a
the
lot
kid
of
when I see you, I'm slapping the shit out you, nigga. On God, nigga, you little peon ass, nigga, you was a bitch. You know you soft, nigga. How many times we done robbed your bitch ass, nigga? How many times you done got robbed in LA?
No, he's not admitting to robbing people.
On the 5, nigga. How many times your last thing got robbed? How many chains we done took from your pussy ass, nigga?
Wow.
Stop playing on this fucking internet, nigga. You was a peon, nigga. On my mama, nigga.
Now that's crazy, y'all. Now, He's doing the exact same stuff that Blueface was doing, but now you want to call people out. Y'all, you can't make this shit up. You cannot make this stuff up that be going on the internet. It is just, it's beyond me. Whew. So that's that. That's that on that. That's all I can say, y'all. Let's move on to this situation, y'all. We all know that Jada Pinkett cheated on Will Smith. Jada cheated on Will Smith 23 times with August Alsina. I don't know if I maybe they saying that she slept with him 23 times and he forgave her. Thoughts, anyone, about that? Hey, going to catch the playback. Thank you. How you doing, Kim Yu? Okay, guys. So any thoughts about that? Drop it down in the chat. Wait, let me get my other stuff that had to do with them. Where is it? So they saying that Will took Jada home and cleaned her up and forgave her. And refused to break up with her, guys. He believed that it was the devil, guys, that had a hand in the works of what Jada did. And he said he's not going to break his family up. Could this be because his bodyguard, Will's old bodyguard, came out and exposed Will and said that he seen Will and Gina, remember Gina from Martin, guys? Her ex-husband, what was his name? Her ex-husband, and that her ex-husband, he was supposed to have bent over the couch. Or it might have been Will that was bent over the couch. Matter of fact, I'm gonna play it for y'all. Let me get it pulled up. He was on an interview with Tasha K, the ex-bodyguard of Will Smith. And my question is, could it be Will Smith had to forgive her pretty much because allegedly she knows all of his deep, dark secrets. And he didn't want her to put it out about him. But it's other people like this bodyguard that I'm speaking of that have already put it out. That he was with a man. And August told us that he gave him Will gave him the okay and shook his hand and told him that it was fine that he slept with Jada. Yeah, say he didn't even care. So I don't know who's lying, telling the truth, or whatever, y'all. All things is allegedly. But I do believe that that could be why Will went ahead and took Jada back. Because they both was doing dirt. They both was doing dirt to each other. Ooh, guys, this is ugly. He forgot the fact that she gave August Alsina head and bent over for him. He forgave her. Whoo! What y'all think about that? Drop it down in the chat. And we got the women labeling him as a real man. Talking about Will Smith, guys. Oh, Dwayne Martin. Yes. Thank you for that. They live separately, so their family already done. Wow. Okay. So what's the point of staying married? They said Will Smith gay allegedly. Yeah. But he don't want to come out and say it, y'all. He used women for cover-ups. Guys, but I'm still looking for that clip with that old bodyguard. Did anybody see the old bodyguard over there talking with Tasha K about Will Smith? Drop it down in the chat and let me know if y'all know what I'm talking about. Drop it down in the chat. Cause he was real graphic when he was telling the story. Oh, you say Will probably bent over August. You ain't lying about that because y'all know he played for the other team now too. Cause he played for the other team now. Yeah. You know what? I feel like he was playing for the other team all along, y'all. Now he want to make it look like Jada made him be gay because she hurt him so bad. This is sick. It's very sick. And my thing is, why is y'all sitting up here making women think that y'all into men and y'all really not? I mean, into women and y'all really not into women. Y'all secretly want a man. They definitely said that he was sleeping with the Dwayne Martin man, allegedly. Yep, they definitely said that. And I wanted to let y'all hear the clip of it, but it was on Tasha K page, but I don't know if she took it down. Because you know, a lot of these people be threatening to sue you. And that's when, you know, bloggers and stuff would take stuff down because they'll give them a certain amount of time to take it down and they won't sue or whatever. But Tasha K is one of the people, she don't be caring. Oh, wait a minute, y'all. Listen to this.
Somebody's going to jail. Somebody. A video will come out if anything happens to me. And on that video, I promise you,
this is
anything that I've ever said
y'all.
is going to be backed up on that video. There's no fear now. When a person try to kill you when you survive, I see how 50 Cent is now. Why he got shot 9 times and he ready to go at any and everybody. That's where I'm at right now. I know what that pain is, almost being killed. Now, all these things that I got and all this information that I have is about to be on. So once again, this lawsuit is just for Jada and her associates to leave me alone because the book is coming. So I know all the new threats are going to come. And if something happened to me, just so you know, which camera is it? Just so you know, if anything happens to me, that's why I want to do this interview with you, Tasha. There are 7 hard drive discs that are going to be sent to you, Joe Rogan, the Banfield girl lady on News Nation, and a couple other people, right? That a video will come out if anything happens to me. And on that video, I promise you, anything that I've ever said
so they
is going to be backed up on that video. Y'all. I'm trying to do this so my book can come out, and I'm trying to do this so that people can get the information. What people don't know is anything that comes from the civil, any information from interrogatories, from discovery, can be for the criminal. And that's what we're going for. Another thing that I'm going to say is that I feel in another year, because everything I told you has come true, right? No lawsuits. I was suing, I told you everything that I said I was going to do, I did. Within 1 year, it is my belief that Will and Jada will be involved with a sexual case on a criminal level.
What?
And I'm going to say that once again, just so everybody clear.
Y'all listen.
Once I finish the lawsuit and once I finish this civil harassment thing with Jada getting all the discovery, all the interrogatories and giving them to the federal government and also giving it to the assistant attorney general, somebody's going to jail. Somebody. That's my belief. So all this is going on, but it's going to be criminal. Right now, it's all civil.
Rounded up in a power.
Y'all heard that? He say it's going to be criminal. But that's not the one that I really wanted y'all to hear. That's not it. But that was a lot of info right there as well. And that was the man. That was the man that put it out. Hold on, let's see.
On that video, Jada had on Timberlands and a fitted baseball cap.
Let me show y'all the guy.
The last interview I told you, if you don't sue me, I'm going to let people know who you've been hitting with them dildos. Even with the Dame doing nothing. I told you before, In my last interview, they ain't doing nothing. Will ain't doing nothing. Jada ain't doing. So let me give you a little more backstory. Now we got another situation that happened. Once I told you that Will and Jada, the sexual things they were doing allegedly to certain people and all that. And I told you that Jada was addicted to porn. How Jada would watch porn at the houses, she had her laptop, she would stick her hard drive in, right? Boom, and hook it up to the TV. And she could play whatever video she watching.
This is him, y'all.
So I'm seeing videos of her and Will.
Y'all seen it? That's him.
Some celebrities, everything. Because remember, the last interview I told you, you don't.
Did y'all hear that? He said.
In that video, Jada had on Timberlands.
Hold on.
MC Light?
Yes.
What?
Jada thought I had something to do with this being stolen, right? And one thing that they allegedly did was report it stolen. So whoever comes out with this video or tape or anything have stolen property. They're going to jail, right? That's why me and Jada's relationship got to be so toxic towards the end, because she thought I stole these videos. So they're
videos of her
with other people. But I saw some of the video. Mind you, when Jada at the house.
Was any of them allegedly MC Light?
Yes.
What? MC Light allegedly.
Why didn't you let me say that?
That was just my own opinion. I have no dog in this fight. But I always felt like, in my opinion, that her and MC Light kind of had something going on.
I do not own the rights to any of these clips, guys.
She allegedly has her wine. She has her something called Tushi. It's like a pink cocaine thing. It's popular in Colombia as well too. Her ayahuasca or whatever it is, and she got her mushrooms. So she got her psychedelics, all that stuff. So she's sitting down here watching porn, playing with herself, and high as a kite, right? Not caring who's in the house, whether kids watching, nothing. She's in her own world. So that's how I was able to see the tapes. This is why she thinks I saw them. And I saw some things that were unreal. And I saw celebrities on the tape.
Ooh.
Allegedly, who I thought to be on the tape. There's Jada with a strap on top of Will. Then she's spitting in his face and choking him. That's one. Said the Alfonso Rivera thing was a bloody mess. And in that video, he is
a bloody mess,
begging her to stop, right? And she's telling him to shut up. And on that video, Jada had on Timberlands and a fitted baseball cap with the strap on. And the reason why she got so much hate for Alfonso Rivera is because they dated way before. I'm not even going to say dated. Went it out a couple of times together.
Who else did you see allegedly on the tape?
Tyrese was on there.
Tyrese. Lord.
I'm so glad Tyrese ain't got no money to sue me right now.
Allegedly, I would appear to be Tyrese with Will and Jada. Then the one with Charlie Mack and Will. Jada's not on it, but you can hear her say, make him spit up, period. So when these tapes come out, people will know I'm telling the absolute truth.
Ground it up in a powder.
Whoa. So, thoughts, anyone? Thoughts, anyone? That wasn't even the one that I really wanted y'all to hear either. It's so many different things, guys, about these people. And this man said, and it's been clips put out, that he definitely worked with Will Smith for a very long time. For a very long time.
I put out an interview with Will Smith grabbing Alfonso Rivera's penis, squeezing his nipple and trying to put his finger in his butt. Jada responded to the first global interview that I did.
Now, y'all heard what he said. With the tape with Alfonso Rivera on it, it was a bloody mess. And he also alleges that Jada was using a strap-on with Will Smith and spitting in his face and telling him to shut up. I said, Lord, take the wheel. But I digress. Remember, all things is allegedly, y'all. And I'm sorry, this wasn't his his bodyguard. This was his best friend that put all this info out. And he says he has tapes and everything. And he says if something happened to him, because they threatened to unalive him, he said if anything happened to him, the tapes will go out. I said, whoo! And he says that they will be in a criminal case. It's already civil with Jada and Will, meaning that people want money from them. But he said that he feels like it's going to turn to criminal because of what these two married people was doing to other people. Y'all, let's continue. Oh, wait a minute. What happened? Oh my goodness. He booted me out, y'all. Hold on, I got to go back. Because this was getting juicy and good. Guys, let me know if y'all enjoying all the tea. Drop it down in the chat, share the video, hit the like button. Let me know if everybody is enjoying all of the tea, because this is definitely some tea. But I think this is awful. And I seen somebody in the comments saying that they was in an open marriage. Well, why don't they just get a divorce? Just get a divorce. It's that simple. They say y'all kids is already messed up and y'all kids is grown. So it shouldn't even matter to them. So I don't know what they stand in a jacked up marriage for. That don't even make no sense. Just split the money and go on about y'all business. But I think it's because what I said, they got secrets on each other. And they probably holding those different tapes over each other's head. And I think that's crazy that Will had his wife bending him over. That's beyond crazy. And Tyrese was involved in a three-way with them. Y'all, I am through.
I put out an interview with Will Smith grabbing Alfonso Rivera's penis, squeezing his nipple, and trying to put his finger in his butt. Jada responded to the first global interview that I did with you.
That was a global interview.
Yeah, it went all over.
It was in Arabic. I saw it.
Yeah, it's India, everywhere. I talked for 2 hours.
Okay.
And I said some pretty, what some people may think to be outrageous things, but I knew them to be true and had the evidence to show that it was true. That's when Jada responded out of anger, not out of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Because for her to be a global iconic superstar, you rushed to the Breakfast Club to say, number one, that, I extorted you. There was a money shakedown. You said you didn't have all the facts. So that puts you in legal jeopardy right now. You said all the facts will come out. None of the facts came out. Now you, Will, and yourself are in legal jeopardy. Her lawyer sends me a cease and desist letter, which I had to report him to the bar. Kenneth B. Hurt, because he said, I never knew Will, that I never worked for Will, and that he said he represented Willard Carroll Smith, which is Will's real name, but he was asking me to take down statements from Jada. So that's what we call in law overreaching. You cannot, if you're saying you represent Will, you can't compel me to do something against Jada.
Okay.
Right? So I already knew that I had him legally. So I said, okay, I got y'all. Now, once that happened, there was another interview, of course, which he came outside and reiterated that she was suing, right? And there was another interview with TMZ just after that where one of the cameramen asked Jada, hey, Jada, have you seen Will with any men before? And her answer was no. So now that's a lie, too, because I put out an interview with Will Smith grabbing Alfonso Rivera's penis, squeezing his nipple, and trying to put his finger in his butt. After that, they reached out to me through many people, one being Charles Austin, a.k.a. Charlie Mack, the federal informant. He reached out to me through a friend. From my understanding, allegedly, it was Will and Charlie together that did something to Jaden. So that made him want to be emancipated. So people can read between the lines of that. If a person tells a bunch of lies on you repeatedly, it's a form of harassment. They don't have to hit you, right? Then with Charlie Mack, a.k.a. the Rat, Charlie Mack the Rat, He reached out to
best friend.
Right, yeah, another
like
best friend of Will, yes. And he reached out to me, to another one of my Muslim brothers, and said, listen, allegedly, Will and Jada want to end this. After the second interview, he said they wanted to end this. What they want to do is they want to pay you, and they want you to say this script. Charles Austin sent the script to one of my brothers. One of my brothers called me and sent me the script and told me what Charlie said from Will and Jada. Right there, they're breaking the law.
Oh, okay. Why are they breaking the law?
Because now they're trying to coerce me, and it's tampering, because we're going through something legally, right?
Oh, that's true.
So you're going around, because I told Charlie Mack the Rat, don't call me anymore. Stephen A. Smith commented on it, on the allegations that I made on your show, stating that he didn't believe it. But now we have from good record from the private investigators that you and Charlie have been talking. The feds are going to be involved with this. The FCC is going to be involved. This is going to be groundbreaking.
So, y'all, he is alleging that Will and the Charlie Mack man did something to Jaden, the son. Whoo, Jesus. Now Diddy gets involved. Listen to this, y'all.
Said, you know Will raped me. You know Diddy made me suck his penis. You know what's going on. You know Charlie made me suck. Well, I'm going to give you a chapter from the book since I owed you something.
Okay.
In the book, in one of the chapters, they talk about mentorship. At this time, of course, you know, I do celebrity product placement. And for the people who don't know, you have to basically have a relationship with hundreds of celebrities in order to make money, because you're taking your product to many celebrities. Allegedly, Charlie Mack and Will called me and said, we're coming to your apartment. I'm like, all right, cool. So, but normally I have to go to Will's house if there's a meeting. So Will comes to my apartment, allegedly, and Charlie Mack, the Rat, the informant, come to my apartment. So they was like, hey, B, look, man, we got this new guy. Will is mentoring. His name is Bashir Gray. Everybody call him Yaz.
That was the guy from Empire,
he's about to get cast on this major show. That was I'm like, okay, what would you want? I'm thinking they coming to get product. Bashir was supposed to allegedly star in the reboot of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. So I said, look, Will, I said, what do you want me to do? He said, I want you to go to Chicago and hold this guy down. I remember like it was yesterday. I turned the computer around. I said, Will, that's what's in my bank account right now, right? Will started laughing, right? And said, I'm going to make sure you get double that over the course of time. That's my guarantee. So I'm like, jeez. I said, okay. So he said, just make sure you hold them down, because he was like, Charlie Mack is not going to be able to be there, because him and Charlie had something else going on. I arrived in Chicago for Empire. It's a damn mess. It's no other way to put it. This dude is going crazy, right? He suck his penis. You know what's want to love you because everybody else loves you. I said, if that's what you want to do, then do it. But he kept acting up. And then one day, I said, what the F is wrong with you? And he was like, you know. He said, you know Will raped me. You know Diddy made me suck his penis. You know what's going on. You know Charlie made me suck. And I said, I have no idea what's going on.
Okay. Whew, so I think that's more than enough, y'all. That's a lot. And if all of these allegations is true, I would say, yeah, maybe some criminal is gonna be behind this in 2026 sometime. So y'all drop down in the chat and let me know y'all thoughts on that. But we're gonna move on from that because that was heavy. And look, I wasn't even trying to be heavy like that. This was supposed to be us cracking up at these people, the way they be spazzing out and crashing out. But the stuff he said, I can't even find that funny. Y'all, I can't even laugh at that. Real talk. Whew. So we gonna move on. Let's move on to Yandy and Mendices for a brief second, guys, because they've been throwing jabs back and forth at each other. We all know Tamar is still in the mix because her and Mendices is still messing around, allegedly. Yandy, she went on out and she's with this man right here. This kind of looked like the man that her best friend came out and told us that she was cheating with in London. I'm not sure if this is him, but it kind of looks like him. He had that same type of beard, that haircut, everything. So not sure exactly if that's him, but that is who Yandy is kicking it with right now. Then Yandy goes on to her Instagram page and she's posting a lot of subliminal messages. I act delusion for I act delusional for fun. I know when to wrap that shit up. So she says that I guess she was acting delusional on Love and Hip Hop, crying and yelling about her family and all of that, but all along she knew that they were broken up and stuff like that and really having a lot of problems. And now she knows to wrap all that shit up. Whew. One thing my mom didn't do was raise no weak ass daughter. Okay, that's good. That's good. So she has been like really going off, y'all. And Mendices, he posted this man joking and acting crazy, talking about you wanted to be single first and stumping his feet and acting crazy and stuff. That's what he posted. And he posted that he's unbothered and all of that. If y'all so unbothered, y'all can keep us out the group chat. Y'all already told us that y'all it's over it, y'all not together, etc. And we get it. We okay with that. No love lost. Moving on. 50 Cent, guys. I told y'all he is threatening to do a documentary of LeBron James. I'm not sure exactly what he got on him. I don't have a clue. Do y'all got a clue? I ain't really heard nothing about him. Have you guys, drop it in the chat if y'all heard some tee hee hee about LeBron, some deep tee hee hee that would cause for a documentary. Let me know. Am I the only one that been kept out of this particular group chat? Because I don't know what 50 is talking about. I do not know. Well, we know that Fabulous, he came out with a clap back at 50 Cent. I can't play it on here, but he came back with a clap back and he's arguing with 50 now too. I think Fabulous is just trying to get some clout because nobody don't even listen to you, Fabulous. Go sit down somewhere. And you probably would be best trying to take a back seat because everybody know what you did to Emily. You knocked her teeth out. You was abusing that woman like crazy. And ain't no telling who else you did that to allegedly. So I think you probably want to sit this one out because 50, he's a savage. When he come for you and he lock in on you, he get all in your business. But I digress. Then we got him going back and forth with Jim Jones. Jim Jones also called himself making a song, a rap song for 50 Cent. And 50 Cent got him together real quick. He bought his house that was in foreclosure, I believe it was, allegedly. Something that he was having money problems with the house. So he gathered him real quick. And so then we got Diddy's son. He went on over there and was talking with Fabulous, Jim Jones, was Cameron there? And he was talking about moving to Africa and all of that. And the people were saying that 50 Cent is running them from out of the country because he wants to move to Africa. And then he started saying why he wants to move to Africa. And the Diddy documentary is #1 over there on Netflix, guys. Yep, #1. Okay, whew, that was a mouthful, right, guys? Okay, I'm gonna move on from them. No, I'm not, because we didn't talk about this. We talked about it a little bit in the other video. Well, the two sons of Diddy, they have a documentary coming of their own over there on Zeus Network. Y'all know that's where the baddies is at. And Blueface show was over there with Krishai Rock, Crazy in Love, Jocelyn Hernandez. They got quite a bit of good shows. The Love Cabin. etc. So now this show is going to be over there. I can't wait to see what they talking about because allegedly they supposed to have 50 Cent X coming in to talk a little bit. But my thing is she's gonna get herself in some trouble because she supposed to had a gag order and had got paid and all that. If that's true that she's really coming. I can't wait to see. But I know Lemmy definitely likes drama for his shows. So that's why I can believe it. So that's going to be entertaining. So it is coming in 2026, guys. So I will be watching it and I will be back to talk to y'all about it. Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah, it's a whole lot going on. I'm watching. Yeah, I will be watching too. I will definitely be watching too. Okay, so we're going to move on from that as well, guys. We're going to move on. Okay, who else did I have up here for discussion? Uh, let's run on over to Latisha because Latisha, she came on last night for Tisha Tuesdays. And I know she hadn't done it in a minute, but she had some things to say because she said people was DMing her and they was saying a whole bunch of crazy stuff about how she was acting on the last episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville, and she was getting the people together. And let's listen to a little bit about what Latisha had to say, and then I'm going to give y'all my take.
With your husband, always in his face. No, one time.
Okay, wait. Let me back it up because she's talking to Nell, and she feels some type of way that people said she was all in Nell Fletcher's husband's face. Okay.
Me, you're gonna get shade back. Just
she's talking about shade. Wait, I'm trying to wait.
Say that Nell is getting.
I want to hear all of this because this was good.
It has been going good. I know some people's like, is it on? Is it off? Is it on? Is it off? And listen, y'all, I've been confused too sometimes. And sometimes I be thinking we on break and then we're actually back on. I hope y'all watched the show this past Saturday. I had a lot of people, reaching out to me about Tisha. You was tripping.
Did y'all hear that? She said a lot of people was reaching out to her, telling her that she was tripping. Now, I know I did a review and a lot of people was saying that in my comments too. So they were saying that Tisha was a bully, Tisha was this, Tisha was that. So now we get to hear her outlook on it since everybody felt like she was, bullying Nell and all of that. So let's listen to her explanation.
If you guys watch the show and y'all have watched me over the years, y'all know I just don't be tripping about nothing, right? Something has to happen. And sometimes the castmates on the show, they like to try to create these narratives and try to make it feel like, oh, Tisha's tripping and I don't know why she's tripping. And it's sort of kind of like gaslighting, right? Because if I say...
She says that they're trying to gaslight her, y'all. Drop it in the chat and if y'all feel like Nell or any of the cast members been trying to gaslight Latisha.
Y'all know me. I say what I feel. In the past, I have held back. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to say that about this person. I'm going to not put this information out about them. So y'all know that I know things about people and I don't put it out. Because I'm like, I don't want to be that girl. The only time I saw it coming for people is when they saw it coming for me. So the ride on the way to the winery, it was cool. I was excited about it. I was like, let's have a good time. We had our, what was it called? Oh my goodness. Espresso martini. So I was like all energetic and we wanted to have a good time. And while we was in the car riding, y'all saw part of the conversation with me, Kim, and Destiny. The conversation was pretty much like Destiny was telling me, Nell mom has and she changed and she's just not the same as she used to be. I took it as, and I felt like Destiny was telling me that you should accept this disrespect that Nell is giving you because she's going through something right now.
Okay, so what y'all think about that? She said, Tisha says that Destiny told her pretty much that you should accept the disrespect and the hollering and ramping and raving that Nell be doing because her mother passed, so she should get a pass. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that.
And I was like, I lost a lot of family members in 2024. Granted, I haven't lost my mom, thank you, Jesus. But I lost a lot of family members in 2024. And that did not give me the right to be mean to people, to comfort people, and to talk crazy to people. Just because I'm dealing with something, I don't take it out on others. And by now being a life coach and a counselor, she's
Guys, so Nell is a life coach and a counselor in real life? Like she went to school and she's a counselor and stuff in real life? I can't even see that for her. If I was having issues, I would never go to her for help or anything or no counseling. Guys, is she a life coach and a counselor in real life? I'm just saying from what I seen, y'all, and just to know that she's on a reality show, I would never go to her. Not never. Drop down in the chat, guys. Does she have a degree in that? Being a counselor? Y'all, I look, I don't know if she just telling these people that or what. I don't know. But that's a no for me. I would never go to her to her, have her life coach me into nothing or be my counselor.
that deal with your grief, but don't take it out on other people. And why she's taking it out on me, I have no idea. Neither do I care at this point, honestly. You know, Nella, no, we're actually in a good space right now, so I don't want us to go back. But at the end of the day, we're at where we're at on TV. So I'm going to talk about situations and I'm going to talk about things that has taken place on the show. And I'm going to clear up some things because the old Tisha be like, let people think what they want to think. And I'm still in that mindset to a certain extent, but I'm not going to allow my castmates to sit up here and make false narratives and put their spin on me. So for all of the people who was like, I don't know why Tisha's tripping, like, yeah, you said some things to me. I'm in the ride to the winery, and I felt like it wasn't okay. And I expressed that to Destiny at that time. So when we sit down and we're like, oh, it was peaceful. I took that shade. Trish took that shade. Kim took that shade. I took that shade. And so what I'm not going to do is continue to be nice and sweet and kind to you when you're shading me. You're going to get shaded back. Just because mine may come with a little bit more aggressive and a little bit more attitude doesn't mean, oh my God, why are you doing this to me? Or why are you being shady? No, you're moving forward. All the ladies on the show getting whatever energy they give me, that's what you're getting back from me, okay?
Whoa, did y'all hear that? Tisha said moving forward. All the ladies. She didn't say just Nail. She said all the ladies is getting that same energy that they give out to her. Now, as long as she's going to do it to everybody, I don't have no gripes with that. I don't have no gripes with that. If Tisha's going to give that smoke to everybody across the board when they get outside of their body and stuff like that, I don't have no problem with that. But you don't want to make it look like it's a nitpick thing with just one person. Even though I'm not going to lie to y'all, I don't feel like it was no nitpick thing. I feel like Nail did some things, Latisha did some things. That's how I feel. I don't feel like Latisha was trying to bully Nail. I don't feel like none of that. But that's my thoughts. I know a lot of people last week in the chat of the review felt like that was the case, but I didn't feel like that was the case. And everybody is entitled to their own opinion. I don't have a problem with that. But for me, I'm not going to change my opinion for nobody else's. You can have yours and I'll have mine. Okay. How can you cancel anybody and all you do is raise your voice and yell at people? I know you're talking about Nail because that is all she do is raise her voice and yell at people. There's no way that I would ever take her serious of trying to cancel somebody. I would never even go to her to get no canceling. You can't advise me with anything. You can't do none of that. So I don't know what people is going to her. I really don't. And she can't talk about nobody marriage because her marriage haven't been perfect. You know what I'm saying? Chris Heaton did a little bit of this and a little bit of that. You know what I'm saying? So for her to make the statement last week about she's Tisha better be quiet before she tell this and before she tell that, that was kind of odd to me, knowing that you've been through a whole bunch of BS in your marriage as well. So that was a little odd to me. But look, she can do what she want to do and say what she want to say. Moving on.
Every single last one of them don't care anymore. So that's where we're at with that. And then as we sit down, we talk at the table, and Nell and I had a lot of words. We had a lot of back and forth.
Okay, you say, I don't think Tisha was bullying, but I think she was being petty and not taking accountability on her actions. Okay, so you think she wasn't taking accountability. Now, I can say sometimes Latisha lacks the accountability area. I can say that, and I'd be like, okay, Latisha, I'm going to need you to take responsibility for what you've done or what you have said. Okay. And I'm going to need all of them to do that because in some way or the other, I feel like all of these women kind of fall short in that area, including Nail. I feel like all of them fall short when it comes to that, guys. But let's listen.
There at that table. Thank God a lot of it show on TV. And we both said some things. But my whole thing is that Neil wants to keep saying, you're talking about my son and my grandchild and my whatever. Did you know?
Okay, you say Tisha has been picking with Nail for no reason to keep from telling her life story. You think so? I don't get that. I didn't get that at all. But like I said, everybody is entitled to their own opinion, and you whatever you see is what you see. But I just haven't seen that. I really haven't. I seen where yeah, I think everybody knows that listens to me and listens to my reviews or whatever knows that I don't really care for Nell and Chris Fletcher, their whole storyline. That's just where I'm at. I don't really think they're entertaining. I think, just go ahead and sell your real estate and have your daycare, and that's that. But that's my thoughts, guys. Now, some people may say that they really enjoy seeing them, and that's okay. I think that's why they got all these different personalities because some people like to see some people and some people like to see the others, but they're just a no for me. But I can be open-minded. I'm a very open-minded person, and I will definitely say when I see something in the defense of Nail or Chris in any of the other cast members. But I just don't agree that Tisha was bullying Nail. I just don't agree with that. But you guys can agree with each other if you agree with that. I just don't agree with it. So that's where I'm at, guys. But that's what it is. Let's continue.
See it, right? I confronted Nell because she tried to play me and was like, well, I don't know Latisha like that. I'm her mentor. So if you say something to make me feel a certain type of way.
Okay, wait a minute. You say Nell, sorry for stopping again. Nell hasn't done anything. They really don't a storyline. Is you trying to say they really don't have a storyline? The most that I've seen them do is talk about Destiny all the time. Her and Chris, they talk about Destiny a lot. Even when they had their family over, they was talking about Destiny. It's like Destiny has been their storyline. And I'm not trying to be shady or nothing, y'all. Correct me if I'm wrong. Have it been like Destiny been a storyline? Every episode when you see the Fletchers in some way or the other, they're talking about Destiny. That's just my outlook, guys. I'm sorry. Right. I agree. Neil didn't do anything to Tisha. You say she didn't do anything to Tisha. Okay. Okay, so is it that you guys just surpassed that Neil got an attitude because Tisha told Destiny the truth of what Nell said because they rolled it back. Nell told a story. She was lying. She was lying, guys. Nell lied and said that Tisha wasn't being honest with what she told Destiny. And she was being honest because they rolled the tape back. Tisha was telling the truth and Nell was lying. Did you guys miss that? And all Tisha did was say, well, this did happen. You did say such and such and such and such. I would have did the same thing. You're not going to call me a liar and think I'm not going to defend myself. That's crazy. Maybe you guys won't defend yourself, but I'm going to defend myself. Y'all don't remember that on that episode? They played the playback. Y'all got to run it back and see. That Nell tried to say that Tisha was lying on her, but Tisha really wasn't lying on her. That's why Tisha got irritated. Love your hair. It's growing beautifully. I just got it cut, girl. I just got it cut. I sure did. Nell didn't say anything to Destiny that she didn't already say to Tisha's face, though. Not true. That's not true. You got to roll it back because evidently you guys missed some stuff. I watched it twice because I was trying to understand everything. And Love and Marriage Huntsville, they threw the playback in there. They threw the playback in there where Nell really was. I don't want to keep calling the lady a liar or a lie, but she was being dishonest, guys. About when the baby was born. Yes, they did a playback. Guys, they did a playback. If y'all missed it, y'all got to go watch it. And she literally said that Tisha was lying. But Tisha wasn't lying on her. Because Love and Marriage Huntsville played it back. Who knew you are correct? Okay. The hate is so real for Tisha. People refuse to see what really occurred. And that's unfortunate. But guys, I'm just being honest with what I saw. Now, if I would have saw something different, I would say that. I'm just being honest, y'all. Okay, you said that I remember who knew. Thank you, boo. Because I'm just trying to get you guys to kind of play it back in your head or either play the scene back. Because Love and Marriage Huntsville, they lay it out very clearly on how things went. They lay it out very, very clearly, guys. People just don't like Tisha. Well, guys, I'm sorry. Over here, I give everybody the benefit of the doubt, and I don't know none of these people. So I'm not finna act like I don't like none of these people. Even Nell, even though I don't agree with her hollering at grown people all the time and stuff, I'm not gonna say I don't like her, because I don't know her personally to say that. Sometimes she has good looks and stuff like that. Um, and sometimes, when she makes sense on certain things, I'll say that. But when she don't, I'll say that too. Okay, you say the Fletchers are very entertaining to me. I love their messy ass family scenes. Laugh out loud. Okay, I think a lot of these scenes be about Destiny. Somehow it always ends up about Destiny. That's what I think, guys. I believe in being fair. Yes, I agree with you. Me too. Me too. Okay, Tisha wants to discuss everybody's business except her own. Now we can talk about that because I have talked about that, y'all. What did I tell y'all? I told y'all that I feel like they're pushing the Fletchers and Ken and Nail, no, Ken and Trish to the forefront because they just want to get their check and don't want to really show too much of their life and about and the things that they're going through. I said that. Now I'm gonna call a spade a spade. I said that on my review and a video that I did before the review when I was talking about the people on Love and Marriage Huntsville. I feel like they're skating through the season. They are skating through the season, just collecting that money. That's just my opinion. And I know some people's gonna be upset that I said that, but I do. And if that's the case, let's just make the show be Nails in the Fletchers and Ken and Trish. It is what it is. You did who knew. Yeah, I just keep it real, y'all. If y'all not gonna bring y'all real stuff to the forefront, then the skating is gonna get old where you're just skating through the season for the check. Just my opinion, guys. Oh, I agree with you. They not telling really nothing. And I say the same thing for Martell. Martell, to me, they're all riding on Destiny. They're all talking about Destiny and who she dating. That's what the whole show pretty much been about. And I'm like, ugh, this is not cool. And me and Miss Wanda, we did a interview. Well, no, it wasn't an interview. It was a review. And I put a little bit over here and then on TikTok, and the whole thing is on Instagram, guys. And I told her, I said, I just feel like it's too much of Destiny. She's being dragged through everybody's scenes. And I'm like, what is happening here? What happened to Tisha and Marsal in canceling? I wanted to see that. I don't know what happened to that. But remember, they said that we were supposed to get that. That's what they told us. I know exactly what you're talking about. Super 3701. I know exactly what you're talking about because I wanted to see that. Yep. I don't know what happened to it. I don't know what happened to it. Ask the producers, they probably cut the scene out because they like drama, but it haven't even really been no drama. All they've been doing is, like I said, talking about Destiny and who she dating. They even had Martell in on the mess. And I think it's fucked up that Martell got a whole relationship, a whole nother baby by Arionne, aka Coleslaw, or if you want to put it the other way around, that's fine too. And they're not even making him put his real life out there. And according to Arionne, let's get into that too, since we're talking about it all. Her mental. I don't know what Martell doing to that woman. Her mental is not mentaling the way it should. And we're gonna get into it. Got Destiny looking like a dumb 304. I know that's not okay. And if I was Destiny, I'd be like, look, y'all better find y'all another storyline. We're gonna run back to Tisha, but I do want to wait a minute. Because we're not through listening to all of that. I do want to dip over here to I thought I had it in here. Maybe I don't. Like I said, Arionne and Martell, they got a whole situation thing going on. but we ain't seen shit on Love and Marriage Huntsville. But he was screaming to the top of his lungs, show my real life or don't show nothing at all. Remember he was saying that, y'all? Show my real life or don't show nothing at all. Well, this is your opportunity, Martell. This is your opportunity. Even if you don't want to bring Arionne on right now because you dangling over her head and you want to keep dangling it over her head, bring Knox. Show your interaction with Knox. Because I'm sure Arionne will let him come on there. She do whatever you say, allegedly. I like this grown chat. Great conversation. Yes, we can have great conversation over here, y'all. And everybody's opinion is entitled. Who is blocking coleslaw at this point? Martell Holt. I'll tell you. Martell Holt, in my opinion. He's dangling that show over her head. We all know Arionne been wanting to be on that show. She been wanting to be on that show. When she don't act right or whatever, I think Martell is dangling it over her head. And not only that, I think that that he wants a certain amount of money. He wants a certain amount of money to bring Arionne on. And I think he's trying to wait till the show be like in the toilet. And they need ratings real bad. Yep. I think that's what he's doing, guys. Guys, we got 115 in the building. Please hit that like button. Please hit the like button for your girl. Okay. And like I said, I'm not sure exactly what's going on with Arionne and Martell, because it's been some crazy stuff going on. She deleted all her pictures off of Instagram. I showed y'all that. We talked about it. She also had posted a little something subliminal stuff. We talked about that. I showed y'all all that in other videos. And here we go again. Nope, that ain't the first one. This was one of two. I just think we way too grown to be playing with folks' feelings and mental. Whoa. So yes, this was a repost from someone else and Arionne liked it and posted and took it right down, y'all. Real talk. And then we have this one. I need everything around me to be genuine, pure and clear. Yep. So this lets us know that whatever Martell is doing, he's making this woman really feel some type of way and disrupting her peace. Because when you saying that, bringing that mental word in it, that's disrupting your peace. Real talk. But Arionne, that's what you wanted. That's what you wanted. Now, some would say, I seen this on the internet too. Some would say the reason why she cleared all that stuff off of her Instagram, and the reason why she said all those different things to, I don't know if you guys remember, I did a live and it was one of my subscribers had been conversating with Arionne through the DMs, and Arionne had got real sassy and smart with her. And she never even gave Arionne that type of energy. She said she liked it, Arionne, right? But Arionne's going through a lot, guys. So she's gonna give anybody that energy, no matter if you like her or support her or whatever. And I don't know if you guys, I don't remember which video it was in, but y'all need to run through my channel if y'all missed it, because I put the conversation on the screen. I think you want to say she needs to tell her boyfriend that, and do. She definitely, but you know what? I think Arionne might do tell Martell things like that, but he don't listen, y'all. He's too arrogant. You know what I'm saying? He think he right about everything. I don't think he would even listen to her. And he looks at her like a kid, like one of his kids. And he have even said it before on his live. Yep. So it's in the toilet. You say it's already in the toilet. Yeah, but you know what? He's trying to wait till it gets he sure does. He's trying to wait till it get all the way there, y'all, where they grasping for straws and then he can demand a certain amount of money. Do you guys remember when he said that in order to come on somebody's blog or whatever, he wants 3K? Drop it in the chat if y'all remember Martell saying that. And he also said for him and Arionne together to be on Love and Marriage Huntsville, he wanted 1 million. Do you guys remember this? So nobody can tell me that he's not trying to play the game. And my thing is, I don't think you're gonna get no million for you and Arionne. I don't. I remember. So that is the game that he's playing, in my opinion, guys. You say she created her own mental state. You're right about that. Just stupid. You know what? I don't disagree with that. She definitely did that to herself. To herself, guys. Martell has no respect for any woman. Woo. And I think you're right about that too. They're not worth 1 million. Ooh wee. You say they ain't worth that millie. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, guys. So I think that's what's happening when it comes to Love and Marriage Huntsville. These people, they just coasting. That's what's happening, guys. Let me know if y'all agree with me on that. Do you, cause, and I know I've told you guys this on a couple of the lives that I've done, that I feel like the other cast members they're coasting to get the check. That's what it appears. Now I'm not saying this is a fact because no one have told me this. I'm saying it's my opinion. She put her own self here. It may be karma. Yeah, yeah. That's true, because karma comes in all different shapes and forms. Karma. Yep, it comes in all different shapes and forms, guys. Real talk. We'll see what happens. I just know if they don't start doing something, there probably is going to be no next season. Doing the bare minimum. Exactly. Exactly. Now, I don't know for the rest of the show if it's going to get better. Remember, I told y'all that on a review. Maybe the episodes that are left will be more about the other couples and not so much about Ken and Trish and the Fletchers. We shall see. We shall see. But if things don't turn around, then that's just going to let me know I was right all alone about the rest of the cast just skating to get the check. That's all. I feel like that's going to put confirmation on what I said. That's my outlook on it. Okay, let's finish.
But you know what you don't ever have to worry about is saying, I don't know how Tisha feel about me. I don't know what Tisha stands with me, because Tisha's going to always let you know. So yes, at your party, I confronted you about that with your husband, always in his face. No, one time at Trish party, when he made a statement about my husband, I wanted to clear it up. Now, I just wanted to understand where he was coming from, why he made that statement, because I was like, our husband don't have nothing to do with this conversation you're having with our other cast members. So why bring them up with the whole NDA situation? And I'm like, yeah, okay, Chris, stop playing with us. Stop playing with me, because stop playing with me, Chris. And so I wanted to ask Chris about it, and it was more so in a playful way. But at the end of the day, I don't have that type of relationship with Chris and Dale, so I can't play with them like that. And was I wrong for like stepping in the direction of wanting to her husband face? Yes, absolutely, I was.
Good. Y'all just heard Latisha. She took accountability. She said, was I wrong? She said, I absolutely was. I'm glad to hear Latisha take accountability for that. She just took accountability, guys. If y'all was listening and y'all can roll it back. She said, was I wrong for doing that? Yes, I absolutely was. Now, I can respect that because I said that in my video. I said, I just can't respect that, Latisha. You should have never did that. His wife was there. You had no business getting in that man's face. And she just said it herself and she took accountability. I respect it.
Been talking about it that time. And at the coffee shop, I apologized to Nell about it. Nell said that,
Okay. And she said she apologized to Nell as well, guys.
Not transparent. And I'm like, Nell, I don't know what you expect for me to be transparent about. I am transparent. I've been that way my whole life. If you choose not to accept my honesty, then that's on you. I think people have like their mindset made up about certain people, and they feel a certain type of way about people. And for some reason, and y'all are gonna see me and Nell have this conversation later on the show. I was like, I just feel like Nell and we got off on the wrong foot. I feel like, like I told Nell, said, I understand, you're like cool with people who call me their ops, don't fool with me, whatever. And so those are your people. And so you feel how you feel about me. And that's okay. I understand that. And we don't have to be cool. I try to be nice to Nell. I try to be the person I want others to be for me. When Nell was on the show, I was very cautious about her because she came on through people who didn't like me.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Did y'all hear that? Let me take it back. I didn't watch the rest of this, y'all. Wait. We gotta hear that again.
When Nell was on the show, I was very cautious about her because she came on through people who didn't like me or we didn't get along with.
Did y'all hear that? Oh, Tisha. I think you probably could have left that part out, Tisha. She said Nell came on with people that didn't like me and that we didn't get along with. Let's see where this conversation is going.
I was cautious of Nell. And then once I got a good feel from her, and Marcel was like, we cool with the flexions, they're cool with it. I was like, okay, cool. So then I told Nell, I reached out to her, asking if she needed any, help, and she had any questions about her very first reunion, because I know it's a big thing. It's the first reunion, so it's big. And she's like, thank you, Latisha, for reaching out to me. So I felt like I tried to do right by her. The girls trip happened when she said, I've been wanting to whoop their ass, what she said about me and Kimmy. And so at that point, I'm like, oh, okay. So I just step back a little bit from that. We moved past that. And now let's take it back to the winery. So,
I think it's safe to say they should just stay away from each other. What y'all think? I think it's safe to say they should just stay away from each other. Unfortunately, it's true. I hear you. And look, those are her feelings, but I thought she was going to go in depth with the situation because I didn't watch all of this beforehand. But she didn't go in depth. So I think that was good, actually.
She's like, you're talking about my son and my granddaughter. I'm like, I'm not talking about your son, your grandchild. I strictly told Destiny that you said the reason you left LA was dealing with the child. And thank God for the cameras because they took it back to it.
Didn't I just tell y'all this? We just talked about this. And Latisha's bringing up, she said the cameras went back. And it did because I watched it 2 times to make sure I was right. Listen, and Latisha's explaining it right now.
Say that. I didn't make it up. I'm not talking about your child or your grandchild. I'm just telling a person I consider a friend that, hey, this is what Nell said about the baby, or you're dating her son. So maybe she did know something about it and she didn't say anything to you. That's it. Guilty of it? Yes, I am. The thing about me is that I can own my ish. And what y'all gonna see play out this season on the show is that not everybody take accountability for things. I guess I didn't feel like I was wrong at the time for saying that, but now seeing how things are playing out and seeing what people have to say about me and seeing how people that I thought would have my back is laughing about it. So yeah, she said, she's kept my clothes on that. What I'm learning is that the relationships you think you have with these people on the show, you really don't have them.
Whoa, shots fired. She said, I'm learning that the relationships with these people on this show that you think you have, you really don't have. Is that a shot at Destiny too? Because I pointed out, y'all, on the Love and Marriage Huntsville review that I did, that Marsal told Latisha, a friend to everybody is a friend to nobody. So was that shots fired at Destiny too? I'm thinking so.
So be cautious. And I am learning that. So I did see the show Saturday. Can't wait to see next week's show because, Neil did make a statement. And only thing I gotta say about that is be cautious because what you guys have seen over the years is that every single time somebody's trying to come for my marriage, every single time they're trying to come for my marriage, what I would say is this, Nick.
Tell us.
Whatever you have to say, make sure you bring some receipts, facts.
Did y'all hear that? She said, and Nail, whatever you have to say. Wait, let me roll it back. And listen.
What I would say is this, Neil. Whatever you have to say, make sure you bring some receipts, facts, and proof.
Okay.
Because the ditch you're digging for me, you may fall into reality. So.
Is that a threat? Latisha, is that a threat? She said, whatever ditch you're digging for me, you may fall into it. That can be taken as a true statement, but it also can be taken as like a threat too. A little bit of both. And I think she means it as a little bit of both. Woo. Well, that is interesting. That is interesting, guys. Who knew you were too damn funny? I love your show. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate all you guys. Y'all could have been anywhere y'all wanted to be, but y'all here with me, and I appreciate it. Okay. Whew. I agree with Tisha. Don't tell me ish without receipts. I agree with that as well. Show the receipts. Show the receipts. Nell has admitted to her husband cheating before. Yes, Nell has admitted to it. She did. She did. I don't feel Kimmy doesn't like Tisha either. I don't feel Kimmy doesn't like Tisha either. Are you trying to say you feel like Kimmy doesn't like Tisha either? So anywho, guys. You in your office with your ear pods in. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. Okay, guys. Well, let's listen to what else you got to say real quick.
But make sure, because she did say she's gonna come for my marriage, right?
She did. She did.
I'm not making it up. And y'all hear me saying this, I don't come for people in their relationships, in their stuff, until they come for me and mine. And then when they come for me and mine, they're like, oh, okay. Thank you for giving me permission to say what I need to say. Good luck. Okay. So, guys.
She says that Nell gave her permission now to say what she need to say. So maybe Tisha got some tee-hee-hee, just like Nell is saying she got some tee-hee-hee. But I'm gonna need everybody to bring some proof, some receipts. Everybody, let's have at it for 2026. I'm here for it. I feel Kimmy seriously doesn't like Tisha. Okay, that's what you was trying to say. I got you.
Back to cleaning up my office. Enough of Love Marriage Huntsville. I'll come back next week after I secure what was said and continue on this path of it. But yeah, Happy New Year. Happy 2026. And Next time I come back, y'all will see.
Spill it then. Let's go. I know that's right.
Decor.
Well, Latisha finally got her office finished, guys, and the office looks great. So I'm happy for her because she was waiting a long time for her office to get finished, and it is finished. Woohoo! For 2026, she got her office. So there it is. The reunion is gonna be good. Ooh. So Coco says the reunion may be good. Yeah, but guys, I'm with this statement right here. Spill it then. Let's go. Now y'all know I said that on the last review I did. Don't threaten me with a good time. Just spill it. Just spill it. Let's get all into it. Okay? So, with that being said, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed this live. I'm gonna get on up out of here. Maybe I'll come back one more time, but it's gonna be later. So maybe we'll bring the new year if I'm not gone, y'all. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Make sure you got your notification bells on just in case, okay? So please like, comment, and subscribe. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, guys. Bring your new year in with positivity, okay? A positive mindset, okay? Maybe we should be letting Arionne know that. Bring your new year in with a positive mindset. So with all that being said, deuces.